Right now, health and finance brands are spending just billions to get inside your living room. But the thing is, they are playing two entirely different
Oh,
games.
absolutely.
So welcome to today's deep dive into a new AdClarity report on connected TV or CTV ad spend. And our mission today is to move past the basic trend lines. Like, yes, budgets are surging to 31% of total digital spend in 2025, but we really want to uncover the actual playbooks these industries are using.
Right, because looking at the macro level spend, it only tells one part of the story.
Exactly. So think of CTV like this prime piece of commercial real estate, but different brands are building totally different types of houses there.
Yeah, and drilling down into those category-specific strategies reveals some really wild mechanics. I mean, some sectors are pouring the foundation of their entire digital budget into CTV, and then others are just intentionally fleeing the space.
Right. So let's start with the heavy hitters building that foundation. Health brands are just absolutely dominating here. They are pushing a massive 55% of their total digital spend into CTV for 2025.
It is huge. And food and drink aren't far behind either, sitting at almost 39%.
Yeah, they seem to be using the living room to shape memories before you even step foot in a grocery store.
What's fascinating here is the underlying mechanism, right? For these verticals, it is all about psychological priming. I mean, you have this massive screen, the sound is actually on.
Which is so rare today.
Right. It really is. And completion rates are astronomical just because the viewers physically settled on the couch.
Yeah.
So for health and pharma brands, that intimate environment is critical. They use it to build trust.
Okay, but I have to ask, is the platform actually doing the heavy lifting for trust? Or are health brands just buying, the most expensive, unskippable billboard available just because they have the budget for it?
Well, it goes beyond just forcing eyeballs. The physical context matters so much here. The living room is this safe, personal space. So when a high-production pharma ad reaches you while you're relaxed, it registers entirely differently than, say, a banner ad squeezed into a chaotic social feed.
That makes sense. It borrows credibility directly from the environment.
Exactly.
But here's where it gets really interesting. Trust isn't the only goal for industries with, more complex customer journeys. We see a massive split in the data. Financial services dedicate about 40% of their spend to CTV strictly for credibility, but they let search and social handle the actual applications.
Right, and then contrast that with tech, which sits around 21%. Tech uses the big screen purely for flagship storytelling to create a halo effect for digital demos elsewhere. But then you have lifestyle and retail brands actually dropping their share down to about 15%.
Wait, really? Why abandon the biggest screen in the house?
Because lifestyle relies heavily on impulse buys and immediate frictionless conversions. Historically, CTV just isn't designed to capture that the way a social platform is. Finance, though, needs a massive threshold of trust before you hand over your retirement savings.
So basically, CTV is the blockbuster movie trailer, and social media is the ticket booth?
I love that analogy. Yeah, you don't try to sell the ticket inside the trailer itself. You use the big screen to generate awe, and then you rely on lower funnel channels to capture the demand the trailer just created.
But if the trailer requires a ticket booth, that implies CTV fails in isolation. And the report makes this clear. If you don't integrate this spend with search or social, you are hyping people up with nowhere to go.
Exactly. And within that trailer, your message has to be incredibly focused. Simple narratives win out over these complex, overloaded spots.
Right.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, it comes down to discipline.
Yeah.
You shouldn't blindly copy category leaders. You use them as a benchmark. Ask if you are underinvesting or just differentiating deliberately.
So what does this all mean for you listening? Take a hard look at the top 3 competitors in your own category. Are they on CTV yet? Look at the real estate they are claiming and ask where your strategy stands.
Yeah, if they aren't there, the door is wide open for you to step in.
Exactly. And it leaves us with this provocative thought. If the data shows simple, focused messages perform best on CTV, are we about to witness the death of the complex, data-stuffed digital ad? We might just be looking at a massive return to old-school, back-to-basic storytelling.
A modern platform demanding a classic approach.
Perfectly said. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.